Fruits has just dropped the biggest news we've heard in a fat minute. With the news of the release date for the next update, sneak peeks of a new event coming to the game, 3 fruit reworks, fishing, weekly updates, and much, much more. Stick to the end to hear about everything we know so far about what's coming to update 27. I told you guys I was gonna make a video on bulletin number 10. I told you it was gonna come soon, and here I am, because this is huge news. You gotta hear this out. All right, here we are. Blox Fruits number 10. We're gonna start with the main juicy details and read the other 2 articles about some of the crazier stuff to come. So, starting with the 50 billion summer expansion. Oh, important news, yes. Wait, before that, let's take a look at some of these pictures. Oh, we got Redhead versus Indra. Okay, we see Redhead using the Sanguine art, and then we got Indra using Celestial. Why didn't he use Divine art? I mean, we saw him use, spoiler alert, we saw him use the Divine art in my video, if you want to check it out. But let me show you. Yeah, right here. Beating Blox Fruits with the owner. Yeah, look at that, bro. That's insane. And that's a fighting style, I'm pretty sure. So if Redhead is using Sanguine, which is one fighting style, why didn't you use Divine art? I don't know. It sounds like you're trying to use all your power to defeat the Redhead. I don't know. Hey, that's not me saying that. I think you could have just used Divine art and just used fighting style against fighting style. Or if you really want to win, you would use Dragon Talent. But that's just me. Anyways, update 27 news, Doxful journals, and fishy business. Oh, okay. Update 27 news. Let's go. Let's do it. The 50 billion summer expansion by the admin team. Make way, because big news has struck. Blox Fruits has set sail to launch some of its most ambitious plans yet. In celebration of reaching the incredible milestone of 50 billion visits, we're introducing a brand new update format designed to deliver content more frequently and consistently. This new approach marks a major step forward in how we bring fresh experiences to our players. First of all, 50 billion? What are we really at that number? Let me check that. Let me fact check that. It is at 52 billion. Hey, Blox Fruits, you're a little bit late as usual. Well, here they're talking about a brand new update format. I don't know what that means, but let's keep reading. Kicking off in late July. Oh, here we go. That's the release date, I think. Late July. That could mean, let me see. So we're in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. 5 or 6 more weeks, because it's gonna, usually they like to update on a Friday or Saturday, I think, or Thursdays. It's one of these 3 days, but I'm assuming a Friday. So either the 18th or the 25th. I'm hoping for the 18th because sooner the better. So that would mean 5 weeks away till the update. Summer expansion will roll out a series of weekly updates. These will feature a handful of fruit reworks, brand new gameplay mechanics, and several long-awaited features that have been teased across the recent blog post. Get ready for a wave of exciting changes coming to the world of Blox Fruits. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. There's a lot to unpack here. So before I continue, there's a little bit of a confusion I do want to address based on like the Twitter replies, the people on Discord, like the whole phrasing of weekly updates. Let me clarify. They said right here, the summer expansion will roll out a series of weekly updates. So it sounds like they're gonna have weekly updates back to back, but it doesn't sound like it's gonna last forever. I mean, ideally, I think Blox Fruits would love to get to that point where we have weekly updates, even as small as probably like, I don't know, freaking making Dragon Fruit easier, or like the PvP balance changes like weekly or something like that would be great. I'm pretty sure they're able to now, but let it be known, we're not talking about a new fighting style or a new boss or a new fruit rework, a new sword, like something new every single week. It's not that. There's no way. If there's a game out there that can do that, that's not a simulator or it involves a new pet or something really easy, then let me know, because I'm curious. I'd love to find out any game that does that, because this is Blox Fruits. Things do take a while. There's animations. There's like a lot of big maps they gotta build, a lot of fruits to rework that take time. So I'm just letting you know, this is talking about a series of weekly updates, not forever weekly updates. Capiche? It's not gonna be week like the 5th, 12th, the 19th, 26th, 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, 30th, like every week is gonna be a good update. There's no way, no how. So I just want to make that clear. But Blox Fruits is working towards something like that. They're kind of getting the routine. But more than that, they talked about these updates will contain features of fruit reworks, brand new gameplay mechanics, and several long-awaited features that have been teased across recent blog posts. Oh, and then we have a picture right here of 3 fruits. So if I had to guess, for some reason there's 1 gray fruit in the middle, then 2 pink ones. I would imagine with these only 2 aura colors, gray and pink, I would assume it's talking about the rarity of what these fruit reworks will be. So I don't know if it's talking about, like, say saying, I would imagine this gray one in the middle is talking about some fruit that's a gray common tier right now. And then we're gonna have 2 legendaries. It could be any fruit that's below a legendary, because I can't imagine them like making a mythical a legendary all of a sudden. But maybe an ice fruit gets an upgrade where it's a legendary. Maybe ghost fruit does, maybe magma, maybe rubber, or maybe it's just saying something like love fruit that's already a legendary is getting a rework. Who knows? I do, but I'm not telling you. Speculate. As part of the multi-week expansion, yeah, I told you, multi-week expansion, meaning one big update, a limited time celebration event will launch later in the update cycle. Oh, designed to mark the game's 50 billion visit milestone, this new experience will offer players a chance to earn exclusive items and may set the stage for more events like it in the future. Oh, okay, we're getting an event finally, and it's not Valentine's Day or Christmas. Or does Blox Fruits have other events besides those two? Anyways, well, they just said they're having an event for the 50 billion milestone, visit milestone. And if you guys remember, if you guys were playing around that time, Blox Fruits actually had a 10 billion visit milestone event. And basically what you could do there is get this currency called confetti, go to the event NPC, exchange for good stuff like fruits, accessories, aura colors, like these exclusive ones. I got one of them right here, the party hat, the mythical item. For a real celebration, it's glued to your head while worn. Yeah, look at that. This is an exclusive item no one can get no more. Like, if you didn't get it back then, hey, you're donezo. I'm pretty sure this accessory is actually good for grinding, because this accessory grants you 10% mastery / experience gain from kills and 400 energy and 400 health. So it's a solid accessory, but just speculating here, it might make a return, because if this is 10 billion and we're celebrating 50 billion now, it kind of makes sense we're gonna have a iteration of this hat. Who knows? Like, I would imagine, or maybe not. Maybe that was your last chance. Maybe that was your only chance. But hopefully they have more items that they give out, more exclusive stuff to hand out in this event. Well, regardless, whatever they have planned for this event, I'm sure it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully it lasts for a while so everyone gets a chance to play. And yeah, thanks to our lead Blox Fruits technician, CJ Oyer, the dev pipeline is now more agile than ever, making surprise-filled content like this possible. Let us know what you think once it's live. Okay, so thanks to CJ Oyer, the GOAT, Blox Fruits updates are easier to publish. Thank you, CJ. So based on that one article alone, we learned update 27 is gonna be starting off late July. It's gonna be multiple weeks of updates. There's gonna be a new event celebrating 50 billion. There's gonna be 3 fruit reworks, new gameplay mechanics, and some other stuff too. That was a lot of news already, but we still have 2 other articles to get through, and there's still a lot of crazy information revealed in these stories. So let's continue. The next story, secrets unfold from the biographer's journal by Zone Ancient Technologists. So this is a follow-up to the last 2 bulletins, I think, of the journal thing. Summarize what that was about real quick. In number 8, we had a story about this guy finding a journal that washed up on Port Town. It kind of seemed to have high-level intel. Then the next bulletin, we had some guy trying to decipher it, and there's some, I guess, information about Shaletsky here. Weight is height, but this guy's trying to restore the pages because the journal is wet and it was like broken down, so this guy's trying to fix it. And now in this story, we've got some news. It was fixed. The entire journal from the previous bulletin has finally been fully recovered, and the findings are nothing short of extraordinary. The findings show that the anonymous biographer was no mere people watcher, aka a stalker, by the way. Each page offers a carefully recorded account of a person's build, crew, and achievements. Oh, and even their speech habits. One page notes a person's frequent use of the word mangoes. Strange. Wow. Okay. Have you ever played Blox Fruits with your life on the line while having a bunch of mangoes in your mouth? Well, this is dark mango psychology. Now, in dark mango psychology, you'll realize the mangoes aren't just your normal mangoes. They are dark. This journal will soon be shared with the public, acting as a type of encyclopedia. What a strange legacy left behind. But it is one that will help countless adventurers keep track of one another, forge reputations, and track their personal progress. So on this picture, we see this guy's holding a book. I guess the journal has Wenlock Toad, the Toad Pirates, his crew, his stat, his build, whatever that fighting style is, some other information. The same thing for whoever this guy is. I know who it is. It's Undercover Tommy, but you don't see it. And he has 9. He's level 99999 with like this guy must be an admin, but he can read all this information about these 2 people, which makes me think it's about that UI thing from they promised a couple years ago. So if I scroll all the way down their Twitter page and go right here, February 26, 2023, 2 years ago. Wow. There was an image about player profile. We can see the player, their bounty, their level, their crew, like what rank they were in the crew, I guess. Is that the title? Golden Dragon? Their username. You could put a bio, it seems. And it was basically their profile. profile. Look at that. It seems like you could read anything about this person based on their profile. So, I mean, the correlation's kind of there. You see where I'm coming from? It sounds like that. That's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Dude, I don't know what information is going to top that story, but we still have one more article to read. And after this, we're going to be digging up everything we know about what's coming to update 27 thus far based on this bulletin and all the previous ones as well. All right, now for the final article, Sudden Miracle, the state park breathes once more by Twiggy Logleaf. This guy, man, hogging every bulletin. Oh wait, Twiggy's securing the bag right now. He's like, okay, so we see people fishing. Oh crap. Okay, hold on, let me read the story. After a grueling few days at the dried out state park, a mysterious miracle occurred when some rain clouds hovered over, soaking the forest once more. Oh, okay. Because in the last bulletin, it's a follow-up to the last bulletin, I'm assuming. In the last bulletin, the state park dried up and they couldn't eat nothing. They were eating like boots, bottles, some other disgusting stuff. But some rain came over, brought the river back, and yeah, campers, wanderers, and local crews are flocking back to the state park with their fishing rods in hand. Oh, and many stories to tell. With fish swimming upstream again, in the forest humming with life. Quality time with each other here at the state park hasn't felt this meaningful in a long time. The state park is alive again, and so is the spirit of the forest. It teaches that no matter how long struggles last, time will always push us past it. Aw, how sweet. But dude, it sounds like they're talking about fishing, I'm assuming. I mean, are we replacing fish? Is Blox Fruits consuming the essence of fish and absorbing their power like Majin Buu? Because I mean, first of all, we have 3 different players holding different fish. I mean, it has 2 things in this article bolded: fishing rods in hand, fish swimming upstream again. Like it has to be. Dude, that's insane. Okay. So let's break down everything we learned about in this article, bulletin number 10 so far. Starting with the first thing, we learned that the update is coming late July, which is 5 weeks away, 6 weeks away, which is still kind of annoying. Like, I know we want the update now, but we gotta let the Blox Fruits team cook. Come on, let's put a little faith. As long as Blox Fruits is not late, I feel like that's good. At least we have a time to look forward to, because for all we knew, we could have been having more bulletins with no update about like when it's coming. We could have just assumed like it was coming December for all we knew. Like, Blox Fruits has been having like these bi-yearly updates that I don't know, but at least we have a date and an estimate of when it's coming. So that's the first thing. Second thing is we're going to be having an event to celebrate 50 billion visits and weekly updates. Because we know that Blox Fruits said this expansion is going to be I guess a series of updates, weekly updates. It doesn't sound like it's going to last forever. It's just going to be one update after another. As to the reason why, who knows? But this is how I think it's going to be. So we got update 27. We're going to have the first update. It's going to be called, I don't know, update 27 or something. I don't know what's going to be called, but then the next week it's going to have more stuff. Maybe that's going to be called update 27.1. Then we have the next week update. Maybe that's like the final one, 27.2. And maybe depending on like how many times they're going to do this, it might follow with like 27.3, 27.4, 27, however many times they're going to do this. I don't know. It's up to speculation based on like how much content they have available for this update. And then because it doesn't last forever, eventually after these weekly updates are done, there's going to be a break or however long of a break before the next update to prepare all that again. That's just me though. What do you think? That's just how I see it. Do you guys prefer them packing everything in one big update, or do you like them breaking it up week by week like this? Let me know in the comments down below. If you don't like it, let me know why. The third thing that's coming, we know, is 3 fruit reworks. I mean, based on this image, it has to be like what I think is gonna be 1 uncommon fruit and 2 legendaries. I don't know what yet, but that's what it looks like based on this image. And I feel like we know that this is gonna be the bomb fruit based on this story about the like explosive thing that he's been doing. He's like blowing everything apart, or who knows, maybe it's a bazooka rework. That I could be wrong. The other 2 fruits are up to speculation. What do you guys think it is? The fourth thing is new gameplay mechanics, which I think is fishing based on this article alone, and then player profiles. That's what it sounds like here. They've also had like some other bulletins where they talked about food. I think you're gonna be able to buy food because there's a merchant selling popcorn, and that kind of ties to like him having his popcorn booth blown up. I don't know. I'm just going based off like what Kit was saying. That kind of like made me believe his theory a bit. He basically was saying like you could buy food that's like different from Blox Fruits, and maybe it does something, I don't know. Because also there's these other stories about this guy, this camper, eating a bunch of food and getting like some healing properties from it. I mean, look at that look at this happy face he has from eating this T-bone. Next, we have a possibly new island coming, and we're gonna be using the submarine to get there. If you guys haven't been keeping up with the Blox Fruits bulletins, which you should, watch my past videos about them to learn more. But there was a story talking about using the submarine to get somewhere, and is this new a new island? Who knows? But that's what I think. There was a developer thought on Blox Fruits Bulletin number 5 saying there's a sacred landmark and something like we see the submarine right here. So I mean, just putting one and one together, like that's what it sounds like. And if it sounds like I'm dodging the true answer, it's because I am. So yeah, that's another thing. The next thing that seems to be confirmed in these bulletins so far about update 27 is more bosses getting outfit reworks. So as you guys know, this boss right here named Orbitus, he never used to look like this until the last update. He got a new drippy redesign. Editor, if you could put what the before and after look like. Yeah, apparently there's gonna be more bosses getting new looks, and that was based off this story in bulletin number 7. The legacy boss overhaul has begun. The next thing is something vague. I don't know anything about it yet, but something about badges. Apparently there is something about badges coming in the next update, because in bulletin number 9 there was a developer question being answered saying, this guy was asking, will you ever add more achievements to the game, badges on Roblox? And the answer they gave was maybe not real badges like the ones that sit on your Roblox profile, but rather badges within Blox Fruits. These badges will tie to achievements and titles you obtained. But let me not spoil the surprise anymore, as you'll be seeing this in the next update anyways. So that is something that's also coming in the next update. All right, we're almost done. There's a few more things that's basically confirmed for this next update, which is the sword model reworks. You can read about it here. The Sharkman karate rework, which I'm not happy about, which you could read about from bulletin number 9 and number 6. And the final thing I'm pretty sure no one's talked about too much. I think they're adding something new with the creation fruit, because in the very first bulletin of Blox Fruits bulletin number 5, they have something about the creation fruit again, but that was after the fact that creation fruit already came out. So why would they continue talking about it? There's nothing like interesting to talk about in the main story. Is like a boomer kind of complaining about these creation fruit users, but we see like a structure we've never seen before, like this ramp with like arrows on it, and we see a car propelling. Does this, like, I don't know, does this have something to do with the creation fruit hidden ability? Which I'm thinking yes, because if you equip the creation fruit, you go all the way over here to this guy, you'll see in the admin panel that creation is coming soon with new hidden abilities. So I mean, yeah, like it has to be, right? And that is pretty much everything we know that is coming so far in the next update. Yeah, dude, I talked a lot in this video. I'm losing my voice a bit. There's still a few more bulletins, it seems, because based on the confirmed date of the update happening in late July, it seems like we're gonna have a few more bulletin posts before that update arrives. So there is still a lot of information probably yet to be revealed. I might just be scratching the surface of this update. Who knows? Did I miss anything? Hopefully not. Well, that's pretty much it. A lot of news in this bulletin, and I'm so glad the devs were able to reveal all this information for us. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and what are you guys looking forward to in this next update? Comment down below. Also, use star code Uzoth when buying Roblox if you want to support the channel a bit. And yeah, get out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.